After a movie and you don't know what to do, open a root beer and listen to two dudes.
Welcome to the Root Beer Cinema Podcast. I'm your host, Max Vanderwerf.
And I'm Carter Haskins.
And on today's episode, we are reviewing Sentimental Values.
Value singular.
Yes.
Just one of them. And A&W Root Beer since 1919.
Since 1919.
So yeah, this is a 2025 film by Joachim Trier, starring Elle What? How do you say it?
No. You're in charge of the movies.
Stellan Skarsgård and Elle Fanning, as well as Renate last name. And there you go.
And in the other corner, A&W Root Beer, founded in 1919, but really kind of 1922 by the research that I've done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We all know it. We all love it. This is, obviously, we are not at an A&W Root Beer stand right now.
Yeah, we each got it. Do you have a can?
And I got a bottle.
Oh, a 2-liter. I got a can.
I got a 2-liter. That, honestly, based on how this review will go, will I finish it over the week?
I think that you will, knowing A&W Root Beer, but this is the problem with this episode, is that I certainly know what that stuff tastes like.
I also know what it tastes like. Also, let's just say there's other root beers in my pantry.
Whoa. This movie is, it is a 133-minute movie.
Yeah.
And it released in the United States in around late October, early November of 2025.
Where'd you see it? What's the name of the theater you saw it at?
Well, I actually saw it at AMC Lincoln Square 13, and this is another moderate issue with this episode, is that I watched this movie about 2 months ago, but Max wanted to review it, so I conceded. Yeah, November 6th, and we're recording this on December 21st, I watched this movie, so it's been quite a while, but I'm ready to jump into it if you are.
Yeah, and I saw it at the Martha's Vineyard Film Society.
Whoa.
In Vineyard Haven. There was one screening when I was on the island, and that's the one I went to. I was introduced by the guy who runs the nonprofit. Really nice guy. He's pronounced all the names seemingly right, but also who knows? I don't know.
How did he pronounce Trier's name?
Trier. Something.
Oh, yeah.
Ciao Trier. I think he did an accent.
Okay, sweet. All right, let's crack these open.
Okay. A&W, kind of similar to AMC.
I agree. In vibes, or because there's an A and then 2 other letters?
The second one. Okay, I'm pouring.
I cracked mine, and when you're ready, we can clink glasses.
There's
Cheers.
a lot ahead. Ding!
Just the way you like it.
I will say, when I was at the Martha's Vineyard Film Society, they had some fancy colas, and I had a canned Stubborn root beer. I've had Stubborn before. It was fine, and honestly, 2 sips in, I was like, I wish I just had water. There's too much sugar in my mouth.
Wow.
But, it was nice.
Yeah, I have a plan tonight, because as some of these people know, I don't drink caffeine, and I'm really tired and woke up early this morning. I'm seeing Avatar at 11 p.m. tonight.
Oh, I saw.
So it'll end at 2:30 a.m. and so I don't know. So my plan is to just drink a ton of root beer so I have a sugar high.
We'll have to get you some mug or some Barks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Barks. The Barks from Coca-Cola Freestyles doesn't have caffeine. I don't know if you know about this. So no, I'm free of that stuff. All right, let's talk about this movie. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot. I wasn't the biggest fan of Worst Person in the World, but I loved the score. I thought she was really good, blah, blah, blah. And then this kind of came out and was getting well received, and so I was like, that's definitely worth seeing. And I thought it was just good. It was very European, and it was interesting. There were some flashback moments, and I was like, I feel like I'm watching Magnolia. And then there were some moments where I was like, I feel like I'm watching a Michael Haneke film. And then I was like, this is very European art house, but not like art. It's mainstream art house, but I was just like, this is kind of an amalgamation of like every European drama I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. I thought it was well accomplished. I thought the person who played the sister, who's not getting much attention, was really good.
Yeah, she's great.
I liked this. Yeah, what do you think?
So I have an interesting history with Trier. When Worst Person in the World was coming out, they did a series of his films at Film Lincoln Center, and I went and saw also August 31st and Reprise in 35.
Reprise.
And I thought Oslo was quite bad.
I've heard that's his best.
Yeah, I'm sure people think that. And then Reprise is really, really good, except for a few parts. And then I really, really did not like Worst Person in the World at all. And so I sort of was like, okay, I'll never watch a movie of his ever again. Not in like a serious way. I just sort of was like, oh, okay, I'm done. Like I'm no longer interested in this guy. But then this was coming out, and I was kind of intrigued by the idea of Elle Fanning being in one of his movies. And I liked Stellan, and I heard a lot of really good things. And obviously, if it's an art house movie, it's not guaranteed to come out at an AMC, where it's pretty much free to watch movies for A-list people. So if a movie that I'm hesitant to see comes out at an AMC and I have free time, like, I'll just go see it. You know, like, it doesn't really matter if I'm not interested, or I wouldn't spend money on it, because often art house stuff, if it comes out at like Village East or whatever, it's like I'm not going to pay $19 to see a movie that I'm not super interested in. So I went and saw it with some people. And I was very surprised, and I liked it quite a bit for the first while. I think it looks very nice, shot on film.
Same DPS Beginners.
Really?
If you're a big Mike Mills fan, which I know a lot of you listeners are,
true.
As by me. I love that guy. Red
Beginners.
One, some of the best Red One footage there is, which means some of the best digital
like the movie
with
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Chris Evans. He shot Red One.
Boing. Ewan McGregor.
So, it's pretty good. I think Elle Fanning is doing some like generational stuff. I think she's really good. And I really like the scene where she's on the beach with Stellan Skarsgård, and they're talking about like
that just
their
keeps
careers,
going.
And it's sort of just that. I feel like it works best when it's the like more conceptual stuff, where it's Elle Fanning talking about like her career and what this will do for it, and like Stellan Skarsgård trying to like figure out why he's doing this or whatever.
Carter liked all the parts in English.
All right. But no, I liked all those parts, and then I feel like there were a few... See, this is where it's getting hard for me, because I saw it so long ago, which I think also says something about the movie, you know, that I don't remember a lot about it. But in my review, I wrote... I said that I said really, really good, and then it does everything I didn't want it to do. There's a Carter cut where it cuts to black about 45 minutes from the end of the movie, and it's perfect.
Yeah, where would you want it to end? I saw
it's
that
a good
review.
question, because I don't remember where, but the thing that spoilers... was really upset by the fact that she agreed to do it at the end, and that they were doing like that really turned me off from the whole thing, and I feel like it kind of ruined a lot of what it had going for it. I thought that the idea of this project as like I just feel like it didn't make much sense as for the character to agree to do that, and I feel like it would have been much more satisfying to have it end more unresolved than to just be like, oh, and then she did it, and then they were happy. And it's like, I don't really... It's not really of interest to me, you know? Like, I would rather have a more open-ended and, like...
Yeah.
Not dark, but, like, you know, more sad ending to this, sad story.
Yeah, I do think I like that... I accept that she took the role, because I think the one thing I really worked for me in the movie, and was honestly, like, hard to sit through as a filmmaker... was it does a good job of like showing the anxiety of making movies or just being an artist. And I mean as the movie goes on, you see her not in her working with her dad, and she's getting very anxious just otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And so I understand that she can submit and be like, you know, I'm anxious with the art that I'm doing. And this is kind of coming back to a conversation he has with the producer, but like, if I'm going to be anxious, I might as well just do the thing, you know? And
Yeah.
make that jump. But yeah, you also in your Letterboxd review bring up digital.
Oh, yes. I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, what
Did
are
you notice
talking
that?
about? What are you talking about?
There's a scene where they're sitting on the back deck of the house. I don't remember. It's like towards the end. They're sitting on the back deck and they're talking, and it's shot very digitally. It might be an iPhone or a DSLR. And it's one scene. And it's not, because I said not the interview scene, because obviously the scene where they're doing like the press interview is like digital, and that's like the point of it. But there's a scene in the middle of the movie, like randomly in, like for no reason at all. I guess it was like a pickup that they didn't have film for. I don't understand what it was. But there was a very distinct scene that was shot digitally, just like in there with zero explanation or reasoning, and it just kind of happened, and it was really jarring. I didn't really get it.
I wish you knew more about what scene that was. Because I
They're
don't
on-
remember that. I didn't notice.
Oh, really? Because, you know, the second it started, Jake and I, like, whipped over to each other, and we're like, what the hell is going on?
With Stellan?
I think so, yeah. It was him. They were I think there's one scene at, like, the back seating area of the house.
With, like, Elle Fanning when she's like, is this about your mom?
I don't think so. She's so good in this, dude. Like, that scene where she does, like, doesn't she, like, start crying?
Yeah, when she does the,
yeah.
not great acting.
Oh, really?
With the,
Or do you mean in the
point
diegesis?
of the scene is that she's not great.
Oh, I thought she was really good, even though that's the point. I guess there's an HD copy of the movie out there, so I'm pulling it up really fast to try to find this. But yeah, no, I just felt like there was a certain things where I have this problem a lot with movies where it's like, I prefer, and this is obviously just like a me thing, but I prefer certain things to go unresolved or sort of you know, like for example in this movie, like I wish that we didn't get to see that. I wish we didn't even know if she agreed or not. Like I wish that it was more open ended in the sense where like, oh, this is falling apart, and Elle Fanning is leaving, and we're all like sort of in shambles. And he's like, oh, the only way this will work is if like my daughter agrees to be in it, and then it just kind of ends. Like I feel like that would be really. Because I feel like that would also be a better, to me, that like conveys the feeling that this situation gives off more than having it be resolved. Like I feel like the idea, like the themes of this movie, I think would work better with an open-ended, you know, resolution where it's like, oh, this is a mess, and it's because of all these like it's because of the way I raised my kids, because of the way the world is, because of the way like Hollywood, like not Hollywood, but, like the star system works, and like we've all been through so much, and
Well, I mean, he has
producers
to
are all
sell
mad.
the house
Like,
to make the movie.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like I just wish that it was not resolved in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I'm trying to find this scene.
There were a lot of moments in it where it did feel kind of scripted and like a movie, and I was very aware of where it was trying to take me and like the themes it was trying to portray. And that's, I think, why I really liked the sisters stuff, because the sisters stuff kind of felt really organic and unscripted and real. Like when she goes to the library to research her grandmother, and there's just like a 2-ish minute montage of the person like assembling all the materials in the library.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, what does this have to do? And it literally has nothing to do with anything.
Are you saying you did or didn't like this?
No, I really loved that. I think that was my
great.
favorite moment. Yeah, if you liked Drive My Car, you'll love Sentimental Value. It's my review.
Did you like Drive My Car? Oh, I found it.
No, but I think it's like I did like Drive My Car. I don't like love Drive My Car, but if you do like Drive My Car, you will like Sentimental Value.
Oh, there you go. I found the part. It's at 1 hour and 20 minutes in. I'm going to send you this link.
Okay.
Well, yeah, just scroll back and like look at even how the footage looks, or go after the scene where they're in the library after
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the grade is like pretty different.
It's straight up digitally shot.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
But isn't that strange? Like, I'm wondering, what do you think it was, like a last-minute pickup or something? I don't really understand.
Yeah, maybe it was a pickup
And it's the
after
whole
the
scene.
fact,
It's just kind of
or
crazy
maybe
to do that.
it was. I don't know. There is, I will say, a scarcity of film in the world right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't think it's distracting in the slightest.
Well, yeah, no, it's certainly not distracting. It was jarring, and I was really curious about it.
Yeah.
Did you see it was just an accident?
No.
Okay, there's a really embarrassing editing thing that happens in that, and like the most important part that I'm waiting for people to... No one's really reacted to it, and it's confusing me. Anyway, this movie is really, it's really good, I think. There's just a few things towards the end that I would have done without, but I liked it pretty much overall.
Yeah, see it.
Pretty awesome.
Yep. Cool.
I have so much root beer left. I'm like not even halfway through.
Okay, Carter.
I really like the scene where Stellan Skarsgård gives the kid Irreversible and the piano teacher.
I liked that scene as well.
It's really funny.
You know what scene I liked that scene as well. That would be mine.
But what other scene did you really like?
No, I'm going to say when I was seeing the movie, and at the end of the movie, they showed the scene from the movie that they're making and talking about the entire movie.
Yeah.
And there's even a scene earlier in the movie where the director, Stellan Skarsgård, is like, this is exactly what this will be. It'll be a oneer.
Yeah.
This is what will happen in it.
Yeah, I did like when that happened as well.
And then the ending happens, and the two ladies in front of me are like, is this real? Is this real? And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? Sorry, kids.
As in, you're saying that these women are stupid?
No, I'm just saying, like, they spent time... He says what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know? It's... What else is it gonna... What else is it?
Have you seen The Clouds of Sils Maria?
No.
Should I just...
chug?
Should I pretend... Do I actually have to chug? Second episode in a row. Okay, here we go.
Here, I'll race you. Cool.
It's doing work.
Casey Carter just died. So A&W, I'll give a little context as you're drinking that down. Founded 1919, Roy W. Allen. He's from Chicago, but
Like Jake Allen.
Yeah, like that guy who was on our show.
He was.
Anyways, and he's also from Chicago, like Jake. Oh, suburb, really.
That's why I said that.
Oh, really a suburb, though. And he moved to California, and he opened up some root beer stands. Anyways, A&W, you might know it as just being a root beer. You might also know it as being a root beer stand. Maybe you're in Canada, maybe you're in northern-ish United States, and you get the cheese curds or a burger or chicken tenders. Blah, 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 blah. A&W. It's famous. It's famous. You can go to a root beer stand, you can get it.
I'm done.
Carter's done. So proud of you. Oh, and Dr. Pepper owns it now. Keurig, Dr. Pepper owns it, but then it's also distributed by, like, bottled by Coke sometimes.
Perfect. It's a pretty good root beer. I think out of the it's probably my second favorite out of the big three.
What was your number one mug?
It's Barks, unfortunately. I just can't drink it anymore.
Ah.
Fountain Barks is, like, unbeatable, I think.
Yeah, I think this is pretty in the same lane as, like a... It honestly feels a little flat. Maybe that's just what plastic does to soda.
Yeah, it's a 2-liter. Mine is really not flat. It hurts. My stomach is going to hurt all night because I just chugged that.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, A&W pretty good.
Yeah, it's a mostly vanilla.
It just happens. Yeah.
It's a vanilla cream type root beer.
Yeah, very creamy. Kind of boring. I was really bored by it.
This time or all the time?
I think most of the time I'm pretty bored by it. And I think this time I was particularly bored by it.
Interesting. I think that's because of the 2-liter. For me, this can, it's a great root beer. I love A&W. It's It's up there. It's up there, folks. I think it's what you want from a root beer. I guess it doesn't have the sort of the cane sugar you might want. It doesn't have, the butterscotch you might want. But I feel like this is sort of a... I know I've said this about half the root beers, but it's sort of, when you think of a root beer, it's sort of this, like a root beer.
I agree. This is like root beer candy root beer.
Yeah, this is like a kid's, like if a kid is going to have root beer, it's like you're going to give them A&W,
Oh,
they don't need Hanks.
They make powdered A&W.
Yeah,
if you're a big fan of our One Battle After Another episode,
another review,
come back for powdered A&W.
Drop a comment, and we're going to review A&W powder. But yeah, no, pretty good. Ready to
if we
review
hit
these
5,000 viewers,
listens.
If we hit 5,000 listens, we will do another powder.
Well,
I swear to God.
In our 100th episode, it's gonna be a powder review.
It's gonna be a powder review. Okay, Sentimental Value. I'm gonna give I don't know, I honestly had more fun watching Knives Out, so I'll give it a 2.9 out of 4.
Okay. What about the root beer?
And the root beer... Oh, and that's out of root beers, by the way.
Yeah. 2.9 root beers out of 4.
And the root beer, I'm going to give it... like a 1.8 out of...
1.8 movies?
I just was not... It was so boring.
Wow.
And maybe, honestly, I think this is rooted in... When we do the Zooms, we kind of also bunch the Zooms up. So I'm just drinking so much root beer, and I hate it.
Girl, this is the second episode we've done in 2 months. Come on.
I know, but it's wearing me out. It's putting...
Having 2 root beers in 4 days.
It's making me have to care about the root... I love just, liking movies and liking root beer.
Bro's trying to cancel this podcast so fucking
No,
bad.
I'm trying to do a live show, and you don't want to do it.
I want to do a live show, too, but...
Okay, wait. Give your thing review, and then we'll talk about other things.
I'm going to give Sentimental Value... I need to stay true and strong, so I'm going to give it 2 root beers out of 4.
Whoa!
It's not...
Wow! I was not expecting that, Carter.
What were you expecting, a 3?
I was... well, I guess, yeah, you don't do decimals.
Yeah, it's a high 2, but it's not a 3. But I have to stay principled. And then the A&W is getting 3 movies out of 4.
Wow!
Okay.
Thanks so much for coming to the Revere Cinema podcast. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule